So, hello friends. In previous class, we started endocrine glands. So, we studied till thyroid gland. Today, we'll just continue the other glands and we'll complete today probably. So, next after thyroid gland, that is parathyroid gland. So, it is below the thyroid gland. Okay. So, we'll call parathyroid. Basically, there are four lobes in parathyroid. Okay. So what is the function of parathyroid? Very important. Parathyroid gland, it will absorb, it will reabsorb calcium, phosphate from the bones. Okay, from bone to blood. So if the level of calcium is decreased in the blood, okay, so the things which are present in the blood, the receptors will see all those things, whether the calcium level are normal, phosphate level are normal. Okay, they will indicate the hypothalamus. Then hypothalamus will indicate pituitary gland. Pituitary gland will work on parathyroid. So this is the chain. Okay. So the level of calcium, phosphate is decreased in the blood. So what will parathyroid hormone do? Parathyroid hormone activates its hormone and it will go to the bone and it will react with the bone and it will interact with the bone and the bone will release calcium from its storage area. Then the calcium will come into the blood and the normal level of calcium will happen in the blood. Okay. So what is the role of calcium? There is the multiple role of calcium in the body. For heart pumping, you need calcium. For nerve, you need calcium. For muscle, you need calcium. So body, the calcium is very, very necessary. Okay. And the phosphate. And second function is it will increase the absorption of calcium and phosphate in the small intestine. If you eat any type of food that present calcium, phosphate, okay, then the parathyroid hormone goes to the small intestine. When will happen this? Then when the calcium level are decreased in the blood, when the calcium levels are decreased in the blood, then the parathyroid glands are activated. It will go to the small intestine, will roll to the calcium, it will absorb the calcium and phosphate. Okay. And here another is it will also go to the kidneys where the waste material will go outside the body. Okay. Which will which will go to the kidneys and it will I advise the kidneys to reabsorb the calcium and phosphate and as well as activate vitamin D to reabsorb more calcium. So these are the things the parathyroid hormones do for the body, so which is very, very important. Next hormone in our body, that is pancreas. So we'll discuss now about pancreas. So now we will talk about pancreas. So basically pancreas are present in the lower upper abdomen, left upper abdomen below the spleen. Okay. So they are very, very important to us because it what are the functions? Let's discuss. So basically in the pancreas we have three types of cells: alpha cells, okay, beta cells, okay, next delta cells. What alpha cells do? And second thing you have to know about that pancreas not only do endocrine functions, it also do exocrine functions. Okay. So in the pancreas we have endocrine functions and exocrine functions. Endocrine functions, they have three types of cells. Exocrine, we have SNR cells. In that digestive enzymes are released in the pancreas. the endocrine function, we have three types of cells which release hormones. Okay, what is alpha cells? Alpha cells release glucagon. What they release? They release glucagon. And the beta cells release insulin, and the delta cell release somatostatin. Okay, so glucagon, what does glucagon do? So what happens whenever we will eat the food will convert into the carbohydrates and it will go to the liver, and the liver will see the glucose level in the body. If it is necessary, then it will release in the blood. If it is not necessary, there is already amount of glucose in your body, so it will convert the glucose into glycogen with the help of this glucagon hormone. Okay, sorry, here one thing I told reversely, that here glucagon do the, whenever we eat food, the we have the insulin cells, the beta cells release insulin. So if the level of carbohydrates are low, so what will happen? Insulin will release by the beta cell, and it will go to the connected with the cell membrane, and the cell membrane accept the carbohydrates. Okay. So the excess amount of glucose, what will happen? That glucose, the liver will convert glucose into glycogen. Okay. Glucose into glycogen. So whenever our body have low amount of sugar levels, carbohydrate levels, so what will happen? The liver will release those stored form of glycogen, okay, and it will convert into glucose by the glucagon. Okay, this is the thing. So whenever you have low level of glucose, glycagon will work. Whenever you have high level of glucose, insulin will work. Okay, this is the vice versa, opposite. Okay. Next, this delta cell, what will it will do? Delta cell will decrease both. Why? They are normal amount of glucose is there. You didn't need glycogen also. So why they want to release? So it will decrease both insulin and glycogen. So this is the work of delta cell. It will release somatostatin. Okay. So this is the function of pancreas. Next, we will discuss adrenal gland. In the adrenal, we have adrenal medulla and adrenal uh, cortex. Okay, we will discuss both. First, we will discuss about adrenal medulla. So, what are the function of adrenal medulla? Let's discuss.